Jodi Arias. She's back, huh? Convicted murderer Jodi Arias returned to court today for a key hearing. Bottom line, we want to know when we're going to have penalty phase round 2. Reports say, unconfirmed reports saying March 17th. That's going to be the day that we have the penalty phase one more time. Let's take you back to last year, end of May, early June. A jury failed to reach a decision on whether Jodi Arias should spend the rest of her life behind bars or she should get the death penalty for brutally murdering her ex-boyfriend, Travis Alexander. So that was the hearing today. And again, moving forward on this, the judge has ruled no live TV coverage. So again, in the meantime, we know some of what she's been up to as of late. Jodi Arias posting several messages about her new effort to raise some cash. She tweeted, to raise funds for appellate costs, wristbands for $25. Jodi bands, they're called, as many people are calling them. They're being sold at Jodi's page, and they read justiceforjodi.com. Free Jodi. The proceeds, again, going to appellate costs. I want to bring in my friend and colleague, the former prosecutor, covered the case so closely. Both of us did. How about that?
Who's going to wear that wristband?
One band.
Free Jodi.
Wow.
Really? Did you see the pictures?
How about that? Well, let's talk about. Does this timeline surprise you? Again, we're still working to completely confirm it's March 17th. It seems so long. You know, having been in that courtroom and you covered it close, talked to friends and supporters of Travis Alexander's family, it's a long time to wait.
Yeah, well, what the family believes is happening, Travis Alexander's family believes that the defense is using every opportunity possible to delay it so that they'll throw in the towel. And the family says, we're not going to do that. We're not throwing in the towel. A lot of it comes down to death penalty and what they think of Travis Alexander. How will the defense attempt to trash Travis Alexander?
They'll do it again, won't they?
Yeah, without putting her on the stand. There's plenty of ways that they can do it by playing recordings and other things that came in. So I think that's what they will focus on. Again, trash Travis so much.
You going to get the sex tapes again or those phone calls? They coming in?
I think you may.
Okay.
I think you may. Anything, the defense will attempt to put in anything that will make Travis Alexander look bad. The prosecution will put in everything that makes Jodi look bad, which is just about all the evidence in the case.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So he'll put in his okay. But remember, the prosecution case in chief last year only lasted 10 days. It was the defense case that took forever.
Right.
So the prosecution case is short. It's not a month. It's not 2 months. It'll be done in less than 2 weeks. Juan Martinez will get his information in front of this jury and demonstrate to this new jury what this woman did, how brutal the attack was. And that's where I believe a lot of the focus is going to be on what she actually did to Travis Alexander.
And she's already been convicted, so that's a good thing for them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But this new jury doesn't know all the facts. Yeah. They're deciding life or death. First, Juan Martinez has to let this jury know what this woman did. And you're not just going to tell her, yeah, he murdered Travis Alexander. No, show this jury exactly what she did and how she did it and how she plotted and planned and covered the whole thing up.
Hey, don't you guys think a shorter proceeding bodes well for the prosecution, right? Jane and Vinny. Vinny, you started that. Don't you think? If you're the defense, you want to lengthen this out, right?
Yeah. You want the jury to have some sort of connection with this woman. You want this jury to, I guess, know her to a certain extent, so it's a little more difficult. But I think where the defense really focuses everything is going to be on Trash and Travis Alexander. That's what they did in the first one. That's what they're going to do in the second one, is try to paint him as the bad guy. He's the one. It's all his fault. He's the evildoer, and they'll attempt to do that. And if they're successful with one juror, then she lives.
Juan Martinez is a talented prosecutor. I think he'll be able to do it, get all the information in a condensed amount of time. Jane, what do you think?
I think he'll be able to get all the information in. Prosecutor Juan Martinez is a brilliant prosecutor. I've never seen better. However, you're dealing with a very crafty, diabolical defendant. And she's convicted now, but she's going to be in the defense position there as she fights for her life. And she's going to play every sleazy, dirty little game she can. Now, the question is, will her defense team go along with it? You know, she has butted heads with her defense attorney, Kirk Nurmi. You know, remember, he famously said 9 days out of 10, I don't like Jodi Arias. He wants purportedly off this case, but it's not happening. She wants to get him off this case. It's not happening. So will that hinder the defense? The fact that he may be there very reluctantly, and there's a lot of bad blood between him and his client, Jodi Arias. That's going to be an interesting dynamic.
I can't believe he likes her 1 day at a time. Like, what does she do that he likes her?
I think he was minimizing on that day.